to the very first episode of Nerdy Network News. I'm Pablo, and I'm here with...
I am Chris.
And I'm Jesse.
And we'll be here talking about all things nerdy, all things networky, and of course the news. And in today's episode, we'll be talking about Star Wars Battlefront, Halo 5, Guardians, Resident Evil, Uncharted, The Last of Us, and Starfox Zero. So, we'll first off begin with Star Wars Battlefront. And not too long ago, there was a news that came out that the beta will be open to everyone. And, so, the beta's open to everyone. What do you guys think?
I think that's actually great, because I know there was a pre-order, more of a privilege, I want to say a DLC, where you get early access.
Yeah, so there was a beta that, if you pre-order the game, you get early access to the game. So, it was an early access beta, so...
Is that going to be open to everyone as well, or?
Yeah, the beta's open to everybody now. So they're kind of, so if you pre-ordered, you're kind of screwed.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's going to be only available for Xbox One, PC, and PlayStation 4.
Yeah. So if you don't have any of those consoles, you need to upgrade to get the Star Wars Battlefront beta. So, I mean, let's talk about this a little bit because when they revealed that as a beta, the first thing that came to my head is this game has been getting a lot of slack. People have been talking about how they don't want to buy this game, how this game's going to suck. So to me, I don't know what you guys think, but when they opened up the beta, to me that sounds like they're confident in what they're making. You know what I mean?
As far as it goes, I'm very confident because Battlefront, the original, and Battlefront 2 were simply amazing in my perspective.
Yeah, but they were developed by a whole different company, LucasArts. Oh. This is EA, so...
Oh, that's right.
You got to think about that.
Star Wars is owned by Disney now. Is that correct?
Yeah, so yeah, Star Wars is owned by Disney now.
I mean, the way I feel is that Disney is going to go big. They always go big.
Well, yeah, but EA is going to do whatever they want with the games, as far as games go.
This is true. I do know they are going to be offering a first and third person, like in Battlefront.
The originals have always been like that, so
yes. There's
no problem with that. But, I mean, like I said, like this game has been getting a lot of slack. A lot of people have been talking about there's not enough content, that the game's going to suck because EA made it, that EA is going to put a lot of DLC out there. But to me, I don't know. Like, they're opening up the beta to everyone, so everyone can play. So to me, what that message that they sent to me is like, hey, here's a game, we trust our game, and play it, enjoy it, and then you can buy the original version. I mean, that's what I think when they open up the beta. I don't know what you guys think, so I don't know. Jesse, what do you think?
That's how it should be, because if you play the game, if you like it, of course you're going to want to buy it. But those who don't like it, you don't have to buy it. You can at least try it out,
Yeah, that's true, because like I mentioned before, a lot of people are just talking like so much bad stuff about the game, and it's just, they haven't even tried it yet. So, I mean, I think, and definitely EA doesn't want to like mess this up because it's their first game that they licensed out from Disney's, because they paid Disney a big ass amount of money to license the game so they can make them exclusive. So, I mean, I think EA is going all out for this game. Does that mean they're going to do a good job? Who knows? But this game is going to be the one that sets the standard for all Star Wars games. So this one's going to decide if they flop or not. You know what I mean?
This is true, and I saw the trailer, and the graphics look simply amazing.
Yeah, graphics.
Graphics?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it all depends on the gameplay, how you could interact with all the multiplayers and stuff,
Yeah, what good is good graphics if the game sucks?
This is true, but I do know they are having a few maps from the new movie that's coming out.
It's free DLC, Battle of Jakku. So it's not actually in the movie. It's like It's like Star Wars Battlefront. The game takes place right now, and then The Force Awakens is like a couple years later, and then the Battle of Jakku DLC is like right in the middle. So Battle of Jakku is what makes everything in the movie. You know what I mean?
That sounds good.
So it's like a prequel to the movie. So like the DLC that they're releasing is the fight that messes everything up in the movie. Kind of.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they will be releasing some DLC once the movie does come out.
Well, yeah, that Battle of Jakku is DLC for the movie, so.
I'm sure they're going to release something else more related to the movie.
So, but as far as the beta goes, what do you guys think? Is it because... Do you think it's because they're getting so much slack, or do you think it's because... Or what do you guys think about the beta? Because, I mean, it was originally intended to be pre-order. So, like, if you didn't pre-order, you weren't gonna get the beta. So, is it because because they were getting so much bad rep from the game.
Probably so. I mean, if you download the beta, you're gonna have three modes to play, which is the walk assault, the drop zone, and the survival mode. So and also it's gonna have two maps called the Hath and the Solist maps. So it's gonna be different variety of maps you could play on, so you could try out the game.
Yeah, that's true. Because I mean, yeah, if you go onto like YouTube or any internet post, these people are really banging this game really bad. So another thing, let's hop over to one more thing. So another thing EA has done is they've also give details about the hero combat, because you know how you can play as like a big character from Star Wars and Battlefront. They released some stuff about that, but really the hero combat it's really reminiscent of Star Wars Battlefront 2 as how it works. When you get to play as a hero, you have a gauge, and that gauge will eventually start dropping. But the more people you kill, the more the gauge goes up. So one of the EA guys said that it was intended to people where people get to play as a hero for only 2 minutes, but if you're good enough, you'll be able to play the whole match. So that's some stuff, but at least for now, the beta is probably the most important thing that we've been talking about lately. So I don't know. Hopefully EA does a good job, because this sets the future for them. If they mess up with Battlefront, I don't think anyone will ever buy another Star Wars game from EA, and then their licensing will be like a big ass flop. So I mean, that's what I think. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and jump on forward to, we'll be talking about Halo now. Halo, the Master Chief. No. Halo 5 Guardians. Sorry. So this week, Halo 5 has been announced as the developer for 343 Industries has announced that it will be running 60 frames per second constantly. So, but the problem with that is that the resolution will go down. So say, like, if it's just a couple of things happening on screen, it'll run 1080p and 60 frames per second. But if too much happens on screen, it'll knock down resolution. But it'll still run 60 frames per second. So now the question is, do you prefer 60 frames or do you prefer a higher resolution?
Well, if it's constantly at 60 frames, that sounds good. It's going to allow a lot more to go on screen.
Yeah, so basically what 60 frames does is lets the game run smoother, but then the graphics will be a little bit like knocked down.
I mean, it's better than having a big lag in between explosions, which I do remember that happening on the 360.
True. But I mean, it's just pretty much preference. So like for example, do you prefer higher end graphics, or do you prefer the smoother runtime? So just kind of depends on the person that plays around. Because me personally, I don't mind 30 frames per second. I mean, I can't really tell the difference between 60 and 30, but I prefer a higher resolution than the frames. I don't know, but that's just me. I don't know how you guys play.
I'd rather have a better gameplay experience than have better quality in video. Just like Chris said, you don't want any bugs or any lags on your gameplay.
So you prefer the frames per second?
Yes.
What about you, Chris?
The frames per second, because I played a few online games, and when there's a lot of characters around and you're just lagging, you're jumping from one area to the next.
True.
Yeah, the frames is what matters.
So, I don't know. I prefer the resolution over. That's just me though. But I mean, that can be argued for anybody, because I prefer. I mean, I honestly can't tell the difference between 60 frames and 30 frames.
Well, this happened to me in Reach a few times where I'll just kind of die out of nowhere. So I don't know if it was a bad internet connection.
Probably the internet.
But either way, it would really just, I would say, grind my gears.
Nice one right there. Grind your gears. That's a nice one.
Yes.
But besides that, I mean, Halo 5 seems to be having a couple of things coming out. You said there was a couple of bundles, right, Jesse?
Yes. It's coming out on October 27th, and there's going to be 3 editions. The first one is a limited edition, which comes with a steel book, a Guardian action figure, a 14-day Xbox Live Gold trial,
Oh, that's sweet.
and some Warzone requisition bundle. The second one is a limited collector's edition, which is also whatever the limited edition bundle includes, and it also includes a code for, so you could get it 7 days 7 days early on October 20th
Oh, beast.
instead of for releasing on October 27th.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't know about that one.
And there's also the last one, which is also a Halo 5 console, and it comes with the theme where it's nothing but,
So it's just Halo or what?
yeah, it's like a Halo themed console.
Okay, so it has like Master Chief on the console and stuff like that.
Yep.
I don't know. That actually sounds. I like the second one. I don't know.
The 7 day, right?
Yeah, the 7 day early trial. That
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Speaking of like consoles, you guys remember that R2D2 360 console that would make the noise when you turn it on?
no, I don't actually. Now that
They had made a 360. You turn it on and you go. Doo-doo-doo. It's pretty
no,
awesome.
I don't remember that one. No, I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, just like the Gears of War one. That's the one I have.
That's the one you have.
Yeah, when you turn it on, it makes like different sound effects whenever you press the eject button on the CD.
Mine,
Same thing.
Yeah, I just have the regular 360.
It's
Yeah,
like Gears
I never, I never got anything special from that one. I didn't know they had the R2D2 one though.
Oh yeah.
But, I mean that sounds real good. I didn't know about the
7 days. That's
yeah
pretty
I didn't know
awesome.
about the 7 day pre-order.
That's every-
And you see that's what I've been waiting for is like, I don't know if I'm gonna get the Xbox Halo console or the Tomb Raider one, because I'm still trying to decide which one I want to get, because I haven't gotten my Xbox one yet. So I have the PS4 and I have the Wii U, but I haven't got an Xbox one.
Yeah, that's what my debate is. I really want the Star Wars Darth Vader Battlefront Deluxe Edition PlayStation.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw they had the Infinity, but Battlefront all the way.
Battlefront.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still trying to decide, but that Halo one, because that Halo one sounds real good. I like the second one, the early access. But then again, the other one has the Master Chief statue or the Spartan statue.
Yes.
So yeah, that one I like that one too.
You can
So
also take it apart and put it in any positions you like.
Beast is changeable, interchangeable.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that. I like that one. So I don't know. Which one would you guys get?
I'd rather get the Master Chief one.
Master Chief?
Yes.
You prefer that over Tomb Raider though?
Yes.
You do? What about you, Chris?
But what does the Tomb Raider one come with? Or,
I think it just comes with the game.
Oh, no special skins or.
I don't remember actually. I'm
you
not
hear
gonna
a
lie.
bow shooting when you turn it on.
I hope so. That'd be amazing. That'd be perfect. I want to hear Laura Croft scream.
Oh,
Ah, just while she's dying. Just
repeatedly.
yeah, something like that. Something weird. I don't know. It'd be nice to have like a. It would be nice if they like skinned one after her, like put like her face on the console, and then maybe like a controller that says Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah, like in the first Tomb Raider that recently came out, that part when she's jumping from the boats. If they could just freeze frame that, put that on there, love that.
Drawing a blank here.
It's because like her face was kind of funny.
You weirdo.
Look at death and despair.
Well, anyway, so just in the comment section below, I don't know, what would you guys prefer? Would you rather prefer a higher resolution or smoother frame rates? I mean, it just really depends on the person. But like I said, these two guys prefer frame rates. I prefer resolution. But I mean, it's up to each individual person which you prefer and which you don't. So next up, what we have is Uncharted 4. Well, actually, not Uncharted 4, but Uncharted the Nathan Drake collection. That's coming out not too long from now. And something about the Uncharted thing is if you pre-order it, you're gonna get early access to the beta with Uncharted. So that's a good way to get stuff running. But let's go ahead and jump over to Uncharted 4 because that's what I really want to talk about right now. Not too long ago, they were speaking about making Uncharted 4 DLC. So, here's my problem. I hate DLC. I've mentioned this to you before, Chris. I don't know if I've told this to Jesse. But I hate DLC. I hate when it's done wrong. And the thing with Uncharted 4 is Uncharted 4 doesn't come out till March. So what's that? 6 months between now and the actual release date of Uncharted. And they're already talking about story DLC. I'm not a developer. I'm not a game developer, so I don't know how much time it takes to work on something. But I feel like 6 months is enough time to be able to add that story DLC to the game. And a lot of people don't like this because I think it's because of the fact that they announced it so early. If they would have announced it like closer to the end of the game cycle, I don't think there'd be such a problem. But for me, the whole DLC announcing it too early is really picking at me. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is true, but this is really a moneymaker. It just adds to the value of the game. That's where they're making their 10, 20 bucks, maybe 30 for their season pass. I mean, because you said, you feel like it's enough time. They can make a whole world of Assassin's Creed in a year.
True, but that's what I'm saying. Like, why can't you just add this onto the disc? You know what I mean?
It's just for sales.
Yeah.
That's what the company wants. They want to, generate a lot of profit.
Yeah.
It also separates the players from the fans. Who's the real big fan of the games.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I'm a fan of the Uncharted game, right? I'm a fan, but I'm pissed off at this fact just because they announced it so early. Like, if they would have announced it later, I would have had no problem with this. But they're announcing it now, 6 months before the game actually comes out, and I don't know, that bothers me just because it's so early into the development cycle. Like Chris mentioned, they make an Assassin's Creed in a year, so I'm pretty sure you can add this onto the disc if you wanted to in 6 months.
Well, sometimes the DLC is actually already on the disc, but you have to pay to unlock it.
Yeah, true. Like Capcom,
The coding stuff.
yeah,
going
Capcom
on.
and stuff, all that. But I mean, what bothers me is yeah, like Jesse said, it's for money. They're thinking about revenue. That's what they want. They want money, right?
Yeah.
But what makes you more money? Like making the fans happy, or bleeding them out?
It's a good question.
A little bit of both, actually.
Oh, true.
Yeah, you get the full
The hardcore,
story.
the hardcore fans are gonna probably end up buying the DLC. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up buying it, but I mean, it bothers me. It bothers me that they're doing this. Like I say, same thing with like Batman. Batman. Well, not really. Like the thing about Batman is they announced the Batgirl DLC like after the game came out.
The guy at Gamestop was telling me this before the game came out.
Well, but it was like, maybe it was before the game came out, but it was like towards the end of the development cycle,
Yeah.
But like, I would have no problem with that. But like the whole fact that they're announcing it like 6 months early, it just bothers me. I don't know. It just bothers. It just bothers the hell out of me.
Well, nowadays with pretty much any game, you're gonna get DLC no matter what.
Yeah, but why do companies? Yeah, but see, why do companies do this? Like, there's six. The whole thing that bothers me is the 6 months period.
Yes.
That's a lot of time. Like I said, I'm not a developer. I don't know anything. I don't know
Well,
how
it's because
long.
they want your money.
Well, of course.
They want you to get high. They want you to go to GameStop and buy it now.
But why couldn't they just hold off on it? You know what I mean? Why couldn't they wait and announce it later? That's my question.
It's probably to hype up the fans more.
Yes.
True. But I think it does more negative than actually good.
Well, for the real fans, maybe. Maybe for the people who are very impatient.
True. True. But I don't know. It bothers me. I don't know how you guys feel about that one. So, and let's jump over to, speaking of Uncharted, let's jump over to The Last of Us because, speaking of the Nathan Drake collection, that's what I said earlier. That's where I got mixed up. Uncharted the Nathan Drake collection comes out this year, and it's a re-release of Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 for the PlayStation 4. But what happened is, during a live stream of Uncharted the Nathan Drake collection, one of the developers at Naughty Dog was talking about the animations, about the facial animations for Uncharted, and while he was doing that, he spoke about The Last of Us. And he did this out of context, though. He was like, so when we worked on the facial animations for Uncharted and the first The Last of Us, and that's the key word, the first The Last of Us. So a lot of people are taking that as hey, they're working on the second The Last of Us. He slipped up. So what do you guys think? Do you think that he's working on the second The Last of Us, Naughty Dogs?
Of course. I mean, the first one was a hit. Why wouldn't they be working on the second one?
But do you think they're working on it now, though?
Yes.
You think so?
What do you think, Jesse?
I think they are. That way they can announce it more sooner, and the fans could be more, attached to the game.
But
Look forward to the rest of the storylines that come after it.
But with The Last of Us, the thing that happened is like here's something. So he said the first The Last of Us, right? So there's two. There technically is two The Last of Us. There's the original version for the PlayStation 3, and then there's another. And then there's another version for the PlayStation 4. Is a remastered edition. So he talks about the facial animations and so maybe he was confused with that. Maybe he confused the first The Last of Us with the remastered edition because there is two of them. I mean,
Well, you know, it's kind of like what they do with Halo. They remastered it, then they released a new one. But I think this may have been staged. I think he's trying to build anticipation for a second one.
for a second one, you think so?
Yes, if they're not working on it, he wants them to work on it. He wants people to talk about it, and they want to get that out.
Well, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind they're going to work on another The Last of Us because the original one for the PlayStation 3 sold 7 million units.
Oh man, that's what, $60 a pop?
Yeah, $60
Yeah.
a pop, 7 million. That's,
Wow.
that's a lot of money. And then the remastered edition for the PlayStation 4 sold, I think at the moment is 3.5 million. So that's 10 million, over 10 million units total.
Where do I apply?
But as far as that goes, I mean, I don't know. It might be too early to work on The Last of Us 2.
They're
'Cause
probably
it just-
working on a movie.
They are actually. Now that you mentioned that.
Oh, see, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, they're working on a movie for The Last of Us. They're working a deal out. I don't know if the movie's actually gonna happen, but they're working a deal out for The Last of Us. But I don't know. I think he actually got confused between the original version and the remastered edition. I don't think Last of Us 2 is coming out yet because it's only been 2 years since The Last of Us came out. So I don't know.
You know, there's Assassin's Creed that came out last year. and
Oh,
there's
but
one
that's
coming out this year.
different. That's Ubisoft. Ubisoft throws.
I'm just pulling some legs here.
Yeah, Ubisoft throws stuff out there like crazy. I mean,
I'm pulling legs.
they make a game like every year, right? Like, what do they have like every year? They have Assassin's Creed and what else?
Guinness. None right off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can't either. But I know they make like 2 games like every year.
Definitely.
It's so I mean, but Naughty Dogs is more. Naughty Dogs is more like careful with their titles. You know, they take more time when they work on stuff. So
Well, back in the day, I remember Crash Bandicoot. There was plenty.
there's like 3
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoots that were by Naughty Dogs. But Naughty Dogs, even then, working on a game back in the day and working on a game now is completely different. You
This
know,
is true.
yeah, it's,
Graphics, everything changed.
stuff back then, games back then were a lot smaller.
Oh yeah, I miss Crash.
You miss Crash?
I do.
Yeah, I think he's actually owned by Activision now.
Really?
I think, I'm not sure.
He was featured in a lot of games. There was like a lot of boxing, racing games, adventure games that he was featured in.
Crash Bandicoot?
Yes.
Yeah, that dude was crazy.
It was awesome. I
Yep.
saw a picture of an Asian guy that looked just like him the other day on Facebook.
You and your jokes, Chris. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot. That'd be good to pop back out around. But I don't know. So you think Uncharted 2 is coming out soon?
Uncharted 2?
Yeah, I mean The Last of Us 2. Sorry.
Okay.
The Last of Us.
Topic there. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
sorry. Yeah, that threw me off guard.
Yeah, I hope you guys see that picture. Not being weird in any way. But yeah, I definitely think so.
So what do you think, Jesse? The Last of Us 2 worked on or not?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, they should announce it soon after after Uncharted 1. Last of Us 1 is released.
Yeah, because I mean, another thing that they did say is that Naughty Dogs works on Uncharted and The Last of Us. So another thing that happened is they've come out and said that they want to focus on Uncharted 4,
Okay,
completely.
Uncharted 4, okay, but I don't think there'd be any reason why they wouldn't be working, maybe a separate project. Or, just getting things started, maybe a little graphics rendering.
Well, yeah,
Working on a few shrubs here and there, puddle of water,
I guess
building it up.
I guess, but I'm the only one. I guess I'm the only one that believes that they're still not working on The Last of Us 2. I honestly don't think they're working on The Last.
I feel like it was staged.
They maybe are, It might be the sequel to the first game or whatever,
You
Yeah.
you think they did that on purpose?
I think they staged it, and they staged his little panic attack afterwards.
Because he tried to backpedal a lot.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. When
He
you
was like reverse.
if you watch that video, he just tries to he wishes he could go back in time and fix that. So two people think The Last of Us is being worked on. and then I'm the only one that's the oddball out that thinks The Last of Us isn't being worked on. I don't know. Because I think they also mentioned that they wanted to make the movie first before they actually made a sequel.
I'm looking forward to a movie if that comes out.
So that is something to work on. So, and now we'll jump into something more lightly, and that is Starfox Zero.
Ooh.
So, Starfox Zero, as everyone knows, is a Nintendo title. It's a Nintendo exclusive. It was originally planned out to come out on November 20th, 2015, so not too far from here. And then on a post on the Nintendo Facebook page, Shigeru Miyamoto came out and announced that that they were going to delay Star Fox.
Till spring 2016, correct?
Yeah, first quarter, 2016.
All right.
So pretty much spring. Anywhere between January to, I guess, March.
It was initially supposed to be released on November 20th.
Yeah.
But I guess they just wanted to touch up the graphics and have better gameplay for the fans and stuff. So, you know.
Yeah, so Miyamoto went into detail on the Facebook post. He said that they wanted, like Jesse said, they wanted to work on graphics. They wanted to work on cutscenes. They wanted to work on the actual... Because if you play Star Fox, if you've seen any of the trailers, you have to play with the gamepad and on the TV at the same time. So you have to like... So they wanted to work on that aspect of the game and be able to polish up the thing. But all that aside, they did... Miyamoto also on that same post mentioned that if they wanted to, they could release Star Fox.
They could have, but then it'd be one of them games you didn't like because they would have to release DLC content, which you don't like, you know? So they're actually extending the release date to later on so they could add all that all at once.
Yeah, true. But Nintendo's actually pretty good with DLC. They've actually, if they mess up, they'll give you like free DLC. So I don't know. Yeah, so Nintendo's real good with DLC as far as like.
Now.
Huh?
Listen now. So you say you have to play on the gamepad?
Yeah, so
looking at the screen, is the gamepad like the innards of your spaceship?
No, the gamepad is like basically what you aim with.
Okay.
So like you'll see something completely different on your TV, and you'll shoot with your gamepad. So like it's like you're aiming.
Okay, so it's basically like on the gamepad, it's like you're inside the ship, but
Yeah.
on the TV, it's actually what's around the ship.
Yeah.
You see
So
the
it's
actual ship.
yeah. So like you.
Exactly what I was asking.
You'll see the ship outside, like on the TV. You'll see the ship and everything flying around you, like all the other enemy aircrafts. And then with the gamepad, it's like kind of like what you aim with. So you move the gamepad around, and you'll see like a whole different view.
Oh wow, that's pretty interesting. Sounds pretty fun to play.
Yeah, and so that's what they said they wanted to work on a little bit more. But here's something that a lot of people are speculating because Nintendo NX is coming out. So Nintendo NX. Earlier this year, Nintendo announced in a press conference a partnership with a company named Dina, and in that same announcement, they announced that they were working on their next gen console, and they called it the Nintendo NX. So something that happened is there's been a lot of speculation of how the Nintendo NX is going into mass production in October.
Okay, mass production?
Yeah, it's a rumor though.
Okay, I haven't heard about this. What kind of console is this?
It's like their next gen console.
Like a Wii U or
It's like after the Wii U, so it's basically like the Xbox working on the next Xbox.
Okay.
So they're ahead of the game.
No, well, kind of. I mean, you can say that.
Wow.
But they're working on their next console. That's what they said, and there's been rumors that it might come out in 2016.
Wow, that's pretty soon.
Wow, I'm
So-
looking forward to this now.
So a lot of people are thinking that Nintendo kind of gave up on the Wii U.
You think it's because the sales declined or the?
So yeah, I mean, obviously sales has a lot to do with it, but
Fan base too.
a lot of things is like first the Legend of Zelda. So we're gonna kind of jump off boat right now. So the Legend of Zelda was initially entitled to come out in 2015, but it was delayed to 2016.
Ooh, hit the next console, huh?
Yeah, so a lot of people, and Legend of Zelda has a past of doing that. The Twilight Princess came out for GameCube and the Wii, and they delayed Twilight Princess so it can come out on the Wii. So you see, so a lot of people are thinking that the same thing's happening with the Wii U and the NX, that they delayed Legend of Zelda so it could be on the Wii U and on the NX.
That's a smart move, though.
And so now people are thinking that Star Fox was delayed on purpose also, so it can co-release with the Wii U and the NX. Because I mean, there's really, if you can bring out Star Fox now, why wouldn't you? Because the Wii U's lineup is dry. You got Yoshi's Woolly World coming out in October. How many people are actually looking forward to Yoshi's Woolly World? Like, there's not that many people. Like, I don't even know that many people that actually know that game.
I never heard of it.
And then the next big game that comes out is Xenoblade Chronicles in December. So why would you release your biggest title? Why would you delay your biggest title if there wasn't a big reason for it? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
So like, why do you guys think they delayed the game? Like, do you think it's because of the NX, or do you think it's because they really wanted to work and polish up this game?
As far as I know, all I can say is I hope so.
You want them to for the
like
next?
Starfox, he deserves it. I mean,
you think so?
Starfox changed my life as a child.
So
Yes.
It's one of the classics that I remember playing when I was a young kid.
I know, it's just like those metal legs.
but you and those
If I ever meet Starfox, I'm gonna buy him a Castro G-Shock watch.
Castro G-Shock watch.
Yes.
Castro G-Shock.
He apparently is having a hard time. But just while we're off topic, let's bring up Pokemon Go just real quick. I just want to remind people: be careful when you're driving.
With Pokemon Go,
Yes, because it's like Tinder. You don't want to swipe and drive, right?
I
You don't want to try battling Charizard when you're on the the road highway.
that actually sounds pretty tempting though.
It sounds fun, but
That sounds like something I would do. Like I would battle Pokemon while I'm driving at the same
It
time.
makes me want to do it right now.
Yeah, like right now when we leave this place, if Pokemon Go came out today, I would like be searching for Pokemon and driving at the same time.
I know. Well, we can always pull out the Game Boys.
But anyway, back to the Star Fox. Do you think Nintendo did it because of the NX, or do you think because I don't see a valuable reason not to?
I think so. I mean, every time a new console releases, they have to have classic games coming out. Something that people have to look forward to buy.
Well, Nintendo has that problem though. They have a problem of launch lineups. They usually suck at launching games when their console first comes out. So for the Wii U, it was horrible. I mean,
What
they had.
was it for the Wii U?
I think they had like a 2D Mario, like the new Super Mario Brothers U,
Oh yeah, I remember.
and I mean that's all. And then everything else was like games that already came out for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360.
That is pretty bad.
So like it was Zombie U, but that one was for the Wii U, and then they had like Arkham City, and then Mass Effect 3.
Well, I heard a lot of people weren't too happy with Arkham City on the Wii U.
Shit, I was. I don't know. I don't know what other people were talking
I
about.
don't know. But, just to bring this up real quick, I do know there's a new Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
Umbrella Corps.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, I can see there's slow motion first and third person shooter. But that's about it. But do you think it's a continuation of Raccoon City?
Yeah. So I mean, it plays like Raccoon City.
Okay, because I remember in Raccoon City there was a few monsters and stuff. I didn't actually see that in the trailer.
There is a couple monsters. If you
Oh,
see the
really?
trailer, yeah, they're just kind of walking around though.
Oh yeah, because I'm used to these big mutant, crazy looking things like in Resident Evil.
Yeah,
5,
but like,
6.
so here's a problem with Resident Evil. Like, why didn't Capcom just make it like a traditional Resident Evil? You know what I mean?
They kind of went, everywhere on this one.
So
Well,
I mean, this one, if you watch the trailer, it reminds me a lot of Call of Duty.
Really, Call of Duty?
Yeah, it reminds me of Call of Duty.
Okay, well I saw the first and third person, so I was like,
It reminds me of Call of Duty. I don't know. It reminds me of Call of Duty. It reminds me of Call of Duty Zombies.
okay.
So that's what it reminds me of. So it's like just like a generic shooter.
I like Call of Duty Zombies, so I think it's gonna be pretty fun.
Zombies is addicting.
Well,
Very.
there's some people that actually like these Resident Evil games, but like hardcore Resident Evil fans, obviously the hardcore Resident Evil fans don't like this.
Yeah, like Raccoon City, I'm not gonna say it was a bad game, but it was pretty good. Story was good. It just wasn't for me. I like that.
There was a story to Raccoon City because I never played Raccoon City. Just to throw that out there.
Small story.
There's a story to it.
Yes.
That doesn't even make sense. How's there a story to that?
I can't even remember. I remember just waking up early, playing it, and going to work.
Ah,
I remember, let's see, you get a choice to kill Leo or something at the end.
do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
And I was like, okay. But yeah, of course I let Leo live because,
You did?
Resident Evil 4 fan over here.
I would have killed him
Why?
just to see what happens.
You're terrible.
Just I just
You're a
want
terrible person.
I just want to know.
I don't want to look at you, so I'm turning
You don't
this
want.
way.
Oh, go ahead.
Now I see Jesse.
You could turn the other way. I don't want to look at you, bro.
Ooh,
Also
ooh,
like next to
shots
Jesse.
shots thrown. But anyway, I mean, I guess as a Resident Evil fan, I don't know. What couldn't they take this time to work on an actual Resident Evil game instead of making some Raccoon Cities kind of stuff?
I know, right? Resident Evil 7. That's
Resident Evil 7 and try to like and that's the thing because they're working on a remastered edition of the second Resident Evil game.
Okay, that sounds wonderful.
So why couldn't they go back to like the origins for Resident Evil 7? Like, you know what I mean? Just work on a new Resident Evil 7, make it to like where it mirrors Resident Evil 2 cuz that's like the one people like the most. A lot of people will say that's their favorite.
Oh, yeah, I remember playing on PlayStation. You know, once I got that zombie stomp, and once I figured that out, it was pretty awesome.
But I mean, Raccoon City, it really reminds me of Call of Duty. It really reminds me of Call of Duty. If you watch the trailer, it reminds me of a Call of Duty style game. And
Maybe they're just trying to switch it up for a little bit, see how this game goes, and if it doesn't go good, they'll probably revert back to the, to the classic gameplay.
well, Capcom has been having a hard time with Resident Evil for the last whatever years, because even Resident Evil 6 wasn't that good.
No, it was not.
And I don't remember the last time I think Resident Evil 4 was the last time I actually enjoyed a Resident Evil game.
Resident Evil 5 was for me.
But even then, like they've been doing all kinds of experiments with Resident Evil, jumping from here to there, from there to here. They've been making all these revelations.
Oh god.
So they made Revelations. They made Raccoon City. They're doing Umbrella Corp now. Resident Evil 6 wasn't that good, like I mentioned before. I don't know. It was more like an action game instead of horror. So that's the thing is like Capcom is trying to make Resident Evil something that it's not. You know, Resident Evil was a horror game. Like it's one of those games that you were scared to play.
Oh yeah.
And now it's kind of like a generic like action adventure or
Shoot 'em up.
or shoot 'em up kind of game. So I know that's why a lot of people are mad at the moment with Resident Evil. So I don't know.
Yeah, they're just going a little all over the place. Like in the originals, it was a little more traditional zombie kind of thing.
Yeah, the original was fun as hell.
Oh yeah.
You want a Jill sandwich?
You know, just speaking of, off topic as well. Along with these, older games for most gamers, I understand that Gamestop is no longer selling digital bundles. So, that's good news for most people. Now you'll be getting a physical copy of the game.
So yeah, I heard about that, and the way that works is I don't know. There's a lot of reasons they might do that, and obviously GameStop being a company, they're gonna say, well, this is better for the consumer. At the end of the day,
It's better for them, so they can get those games and sell them.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking they did is like they're thinking about like, okay, if we get people physical copies, they might come back and trade those games in and we can resell them, because a lot of GameStop's profit, like over 50% of it comes from reselling used games.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think this is like I don't think this is a move like this is for the gamers. I think this is more for them. Like, okay, this is better for us, not
Well, yeah, I think they did announce that.
Did they?
Yes.
I don't think GameStop.
Yeah, because they said it's gonna be better for them and better for their trading program.
I don't think GameStop.
I don't remember the exact lines, but yeah, I did see something about.
I don't think GameStop would come out and say that. That's kind of. I don't think they would. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, but I don't think they would.
Oh yeah, it's just something I saw. So
I
thought that was pretty cool because I'm not a real fan of digital copies myself.
You're not?
No, I like to. Most people like to get up and open up the case and have to walk over there and put it back in.
Anyways, the hard copies come with booklets and stuff. Some of
Yeah.
them have books that come with
And
collectibles you could.
you could trade with friends.
Yeah, and then
or
you can have your little wall with all the games in it.
you can sell it on Craigslist.
And Craigslist.
There's all kinds of things.
Craigslist, eBay
eBay.
bundles and stuff like that.
Definitely.
You can also, trade games between friends and stuff. I don't think you can let other people borrow your digital copy.
No, you can't, unfortunately. But still, I mean, I don't know. As far as to me, I like the option of having an option.
Oh, that'd be cool if they give you an option.
Yeah, like it'd be cool if they could give you okay, do you want a digital version or do you want this version?
I'm pretty sure if they were to do that offer, they'll probably give you the digital version you know, if there was to sell digital versions, it'll be at a cheaper price than an actual hard copy.
In the actual hard copy. Well, yeah, but
That'd be great.
That would be great actually if they could give you the digital version a little cheaper, because they're not selling you the actual physical copy that it costs to make the game. So that'd be amazing. But yeah, I don't think they're doing this because they want to be nice and like look out for us. I think it's more like, okay, we're looking out for them and for us at the same time. So.
Yeah, it's just about their trade-in program.
Yeah, their trade-in programs, like if that flops, they're gonna lose a lot of money. So, and then GameStop is gonna do everything to push people from buying digital copies as much as possible. So,
Yes.
physical copies all the way. But, well, that's actually all we have for today. Unless you guys want to throw something out there. No, yeah, that's everything that's happened this week as far as we know. And yeah, so that was pretty good. So remember, guys, if you guys like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to come back next week for a brand new episode of Nerdy Network News, where of course we'll be covering all things nerdy, all things networky, and of course the news. And thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a good day. Bye bye.